Hey guys, this is Vril, continuing our Crusader Kings 2 After the End playthrough as Badgerland. So we've actually got a prepared invasion started for Chicagoland. We're waiting on all of our warriors to join us. It needs to go off by March 16th, so we'll declare war on March 15th. We've also got a great plot just starting, so let's go ahead and start preparing for this and hopefully get a few more warriors to join in. Some more guests have arrived and the time has come for the plot to begin. And my chancellor was successful in Rockford, although that guy might be being hung shortly. So Roxy is brought from the dungeon and escorted to the temple. Soon you shall meet the founders, friend. That's because she is a atomicist. So death to Roxy. And we bring Cain, who's a revelationist. All Father, we offer you this sacrifice. Gil, who's another atomicist, will meet the founder. And here is our old friend, our spy master for both ourselves and I believe our father, who was this deceitful guy, probably making up a bunch of stuff about other people, even though he was great and so high intrigue, he was deceitful, so we could never trust what he was saying. So, all Father, we offer you this sacrifice. With the sacrifice over, the feast at the end of the plot can now begin. So our vassal opinion goes plus 15 for 12 months. And the most important thing will come here shortly. I think our morale for armies will increase. So the feast is over with the blot. It'll be at least 9 years before we can do that again. So morale of armies, monthly prestige, and monthly piety increased. So the plan for March 15th, when we actually declare war, is to spawn at least 2 stacks of tribal armies. And then possibly, well, obviously we have our own army levies, and then I think we're going to go ahead and purchase, because we have quite a bit of money, we're going to go ahead and purchase some mercenaries. So nobody else came, that's unfortunate, but let's go ahead and declare war on Duke Benjamin, the Catholic ruler of Chicagoland. The prepared invasion of Chicagoland. And we get the important decision to raise tribal armies. Spend our prestige on that. If we are successful, then that raising the tribal army shouldn't be that much big of a deal, I think, anyway. So let's raise all of our levies. Make sure to bring everybody from other areas. I think we'll just make sure we'll go to Chicago. Vingarder, sorry. The Norse name of Chicago. Let's go ahead and purchase some mercenaries as well. I think I'll go with about 2,500 strong here. We've got the Steel Company, we've got the Arborite Wolverines. I think we'll go with the slightly larger army that has less monthly cost. So we'll do that with the Steel Company, probably from Pittsburgh maybe, I'm not sure. So we'll have everybody meet up in Chicago province. We'll start sieging the areas of the Chicagoland and bring it back to its rightful owners. Just pause and for a moment there to combine that stack. I think our army is, are we going to be a little bit more than 10,000? Kind of wanted to have a little bit more than that. But I think over time, okay, actually we're up to 13,000, so that works. let's go ahead and move in, start sieging. Let's actually go ahead and attack this 6,000 stack. I don't know if we're going to be able to meet this one in time. So my liege, I wish to intercede on behalf of one of your prisoners. So this is from Aurora. We've got... not going to let this Catholic guy out of jail, so absolutely not. So yeah, I want to, before this stack somehow becomes 13,000 or something like that, I wanted to go ahead and cut it off. So he's going after my smaller group here. Let's go ahead and follow them over. So I guess this is Cassifred's son, who is also named Chief Cassifred. Look at his... he's also deceitful, just like his father was, although he's not as high in intrigue, but he does have high stewardship. So he might end up being our steward or something like that at some time. So King Malfin of Badgerland has improved his martial skill while leading troops in battle. So I was actually leading troops? I didn't realize that. Didn't think this character was good enough to be leading troops. Let's see here. Yeah. I don't know how I was leading troops, but okay. So I'll have this stack join up like I should have had before. I'll go back after this smaller stack here. Just going to be chasing this guy around for a little while. And then I think that's pretty good. We'll go ahead and start sieging, and I'll siege the provinces that have a few holdings rather than doing one that just has like 2. So yeah, I'll start in Tippecanoe, another hurricane. So Zeagle is no longer Spymaster. What did Zeagle? Zeagle died after a period of illness. That's unfortunate. He was ill. So we need a new Spymaster. Joran of Kenosha. I think we'll go ahead and use him. Make sure these guys that I have aren't... just have him build legend. Just make sure everybody wasn't leading armies. So yeah, we'll start sieging now, and actually I'm thinking I'll split my army up into 2 so that we can siege this a little bit more quickly. And I'll send one down to Indianapolis, and do I not have anybody else that can lead armies here? No, we'll see. Don't really like sending myself leading armies, and then so let me just double check that. Yeah, apparently I'm the only one that can lead armies. Not sure why that is, but okay. I think we'll be okay. Unless we'll just keep an eye out if there's some large stack that shows up. And Siege of Purdue was successful. So we are on our way. More than enough armies. So there is one guy, okay, I think he's... is he raiding? Or, yeah, I think he's... not sure what that guy's doing. Maybe he's from... yeah, I think... yep, that's... a lot of allies here for King Benjamin of Chicagoland, so that's something we gotta keep an eye on. After I finish sieging off the bishopric of Delphi, I'll go ahead on up there, and Looks like we do have the ability to spawn another tribal army if we needed to. I don't think we need to at this point, though. So we were victorious on the Siege of Indianapolis, and we'll go send this stack up to, I think it's the Tribe of Four Lakes, our capital. And they should be able to take that pretty quickly. Let's retake our Dells area, though, too. And I think they're trying to re-siege Tippecanoe here. We'll take that after we take Indianapolis here. So a large group of common folk in Vingard are worshipping within the rune emblazoned with the trefoil icon of the Atomicist faith. So we've had this one before. I'll send my chaplain to investigate, and hopefully he doesn't come back a Atomicist. So he comes to you with zealous Atomicist fervor in his eyes. He attempts to convert you, claiming that the Atomos is simply a manifestation of Tyr's power. So we're gonna need, was this guy? Yeah, he was my court chaplain, so we're gonna need a new court chaplain. And we're going to be putting a plot out on this guy. Let's check what his intrigue was. His intrigue's really bad, so this should be pretty easy, so I will not turn away from the faith. So yeah, we actually do have another stack here, so we should probably... This is a little worrying. Need to get my army, and then I think we're going to... So Erasmus, my co-conspirator, has sent word that a massive pit of manure has been prepared under the floorboards of an abandoned inn on the path. So this is to kill our ex-court chaplain that is now an Atomicist. So we won the Siege of Avon. Success. Wudukind perished in the manure explosion. But a farmer provided the manure revealed my name, so good but bad. Is this the, I don't know, what is, it's just known murderer. So I think he's the one that, yeah, he's acted dishonorably. I'm not going to put him in jail. I'm pretty sure he's the one that helped me assassinate. So I think we're going to throw our armies this way. So we are able to set leaders now on this. I'm not sure why we were not able to do that before. Don't really have too many good... Let me double check who's leading here. So we have Bruno, Lindolf, and Harzer. And for this one, we've got Erasmus. Just make sure I didn't take away anybody from... So they re-sieged that Purdue there. Yeah, so we successfully defeated them. Count Marshal of Bluffwoods was captured in battle. He is a Catholic. Perfect. I think I'm going to re-merge my stack here. Even though we probably... Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I can't imagine they're going to have, if they're only able to muster a couple 6,000 stacks, that they're suddenly going to have any more than that. But I think, do we do this Bishopric of Delphi before, or do we not get around to doing it yet? So yeah, they're re-sieging. So I do have no heir to my dynasty. What was this about? So... Just weird why this just popped up. Okay, yeah, so this is actually very important. No heir of your dynasty. We need to... My wife is 44, so she's probably not... Maybe we need to get some concubines or something. these are all... Okay, so this person holds claims. This is actually not too bad, but she's okay, she's 49, so actually we need to... Let's go on up to the Kingdom of Superior, see if we can get any concubines off her. She's not too good. Not too good. Surprised that we don't have more. See if we can ask our Sheboygan friends here. So here's the lustful one. I think we'll go ahead and try that. Mechthild, or Mechthild. Okay, well, we'll do that. She's lustful, at least. I didn't realize things were getting that dire on the air department, so... So, they accepted my... Do I still have a short reign penalty? You have a new heir. If your character dies, you will now play as Oda Dex. So... Need to... Yeah, I'll also set Oda as my successor. So I'm not sure why that... I guess it's not as important that I have kids now, but still, it's... I should have kids. Okay, we resieged. And our friend, our chancellor named Casifred, has increased our opinion of Chief Casifred over here. Let me check to see if we really need to still be doing that. Yeah, we do. Although, and more importantly, we should probably go do that in Puckaway. So, improve diplomatic relations in Puckaway. Ordulf of Puckaway is... How old is he? 15? He's a genius. Yeah, it probably would be a good idea to get this guy... So yeah, I'm a known murderer. I'm dishonorable, so... Just check myself here. Did crush a revolt. Still maimed. I really shouldn't be. If I'm maimed, I really shouldn't be leading armies around. So yeah, let's send these guys down to Indianapolis, deal with this stack. We're up to 74% war score here. So Ododax is now of illegal age. She became a skilled tactician. She is unmarried. Maybe we should marry her, betroth her to this guy we were just... Yeah, that's what we should do. Assuming they'll let us do that. So Oda and Ordulf apparently desires a better alliance. You can't get a better alliance than what this is. Well, that's too bad. It's probably partly that negative opinion, though. Yeah, okay. That's interesting. I remember the age being a factor and the skills being a factor in the marriage betrothal and all that, but apparently it is now. So yeah, So Godi Hoffman's justice has been brought peace to a troubled province. Fewer crimes are committed and fewer complaints are heard in the province. So I'm very glad to hear that. So this 2,000 stack is getting away from me here. Alright, so we won that, and Cardinal Ellis of Jackson was captured. Too bad we can't do another great blot for another, 8 or 9 years now. And a noble's distinguished himself in battle, perhaps it can make use of him. Essico appears at the court. Check out Essico. Sorted by name. So Essico von Hardeville. It's got good martial. Let me make sure we don't need anybody else to lead, so go ahead and siege the city of Lawrence here. So somebody's sieging. Well, they're not going to be able to siege that Rockford up there. We've got 1,400 defenders there. Going to need a bigger stack than that. It's up to 86%. Where should we go from here? I'm thinking all the way to Sangamon, which is their capital. And we've got another large stack coming in over here, so actually let's take care of that first. So that stack split up, it seems. So your experience in matters of war has increased, and there are many things you will do differently in future battles. So we gained the flat terrain expert, which I guess is probably good when we're fighting in the plains. We completely destroyed that 1,000 stack there. Let's go after this stack from Iowa that's getting supply issues. It's just running away from us now, though. Head on over to Peoria. And they're still running away from us. That does have me a little worried, though, because this might be trying to join some larger stack that we don't know about. But it appears to me that they're just trying to go back over to Indianapolis so they can siege it. We caught up to them, up to 99% war score, Battle of Terre Haute. We were victorious. So fate smiles upon me. My concubine, Methilde, is pregnant, so that's good. I mean, she doesn't have the best stats, but she was lustful, and that's what we wanted. So, arranged marriage from Oda Dax and Prince Clifton of Upland. So is this guy the heir? No, he's not. The heir is in jail, my cousin. So my aunt was married to this guy. I wonder if... Who was this guy's mother? So it wasn't any relation, so that's good. I think this is probably a good alliance with Upland. They're pretty big. Yeah, it's pretty big right here, so we'll accept that. Prince Clifton and Oda have gotten married. We can collect a royal aid duty to pay for the ceremonies. No, people respect wealth. We'll take the prestige. It's a prestige game. Especially as a tribal, prestige is the game, really. And there we are. 100% war score. Badgerland prepared an invasion. Successful. I mean, he had a lot of help, but with our tribal armies, we'll enforce our demands. Yeah, with our tribal armies, we really were able to get the upper hand now. So Badgerland prepared invasion of Chicagoland has ended. King Malfin of Badgerland has won. Badgerland suddenly grew a whole lot larger than it ever has been. So it looks like we're out of time, so like and subscribe and stay tuned for the next.